The Pacers sporting a good look as they came through the tunnel earlier. We'll see if they look that good when they take their home court shortly. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. On the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at Dallas. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the fourth best record in the conference.
And I think for Dallas, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Clint Capella is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Fox. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Grimes in at the two-guard spot. And for the Pacers, Colin Sexton is out there with Morant. Then it's Zion Williamson. Then it's Sharp. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position. Teams are evaluating Clark's statistics and reviewing performances in more detail, I think, than ever before.
I agree with you. I mean, the complexity of the reports is much more in depth than it ever has been, and with that comes an increased level of scrutiny and expectation.
Now here's Morant, following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. Williamson against Davis. To the middle. And the basket by Kamare.
The basketball mind Williamson has is special. Just knows how to break the D down in that pick and roll.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, when asked about the game plan on Anthony Davis, Coach said, we have to do our best to keep him out of the paint. Now, that's where he's most effective. If he beats us with his jump shot, well, we can live with that. Interior defense will be put to the test. Guys?
Thank you, David. Outside, Sexton. Here's Williamson. The 17-footer goes down.
That's a finesse shot for some big. Zion's, though, staying composed and able to knock it down.
Fox passes to Grimes. This one for three. The rebound by Sharp. Williamson against Davis. Williamson dishes to Morant. Outside, Sexton. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Davis, the pass to Capella. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Davis kicks to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Now here is Davis, following the miss by Ja Morant. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And that sends Anthony Davis to the free throw line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick and roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
That one misses for Davis. Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
Now here's Davis. 9-point game his last outing, and it's denied. And they're able to recover. And Fox gets it to go.
Got to respect the jumper of Fox now. The Form is solid, and he's a lefty, which always makes a guy dangerous.
Morant surveying the D. Floats it up there for Morant. Sharp, that's good.
Works that one inside nicely.
Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a win against the Magic. Pass to Grimes. Back to Fox. 5 on the clock. A 3-ball. Sexton grabs the board. And so Sexton will bring it up for Indiana. They trail by 1. Williamson outside. Back to Sexton. Great defense that time from Hawkins. Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Back to Davis. It's rebounded by Indiana.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside for Sexton. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Here comes your Kingsford Fraser dance crew.
Dallas making a switch here. Jerome is checked in. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. Certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. In third, the Pacers.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points.
Morant against Fox. A second chance effort. And that's 2 points on the layup. Fox has got 7 points in the game.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Getting good positioning close to the basket.
Sexton's shot is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Davis. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And it's denied by Fox. Pass to Davis. Fox against Morant. Fox looking it over. Shoots over Morant. Another miss by Fox. Pacers leading by 3. Morant left side. Indiana moving it around. Over Fox. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Grimes with the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
For Indiana, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen.
Dallas making a switch here.
Everyone, let's hear it for you. Substitution on the court.
A minute 50 left to play in the first. Here's Black. 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. The Mavericks pull it in. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. do they still have their number?
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences. And because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
Here's Boston. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Poked away. The Mavericks trailing. Fox passes to Collins. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Fox is a willing passer, always looking to find his teammates.
Here's Collier. Still scoreless. The shot's good.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now, here's Collins. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And so here is Indiana, following the three-point basket by Dallas. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
And the first one drops. So it's both teams making substitutions here. That one misses. The Mavericks leading. Here's Grimes. 5 points in the game. Down low. Here's Dick. And he lays it straight in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Mavericks lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Collier out there with John Morant. Then there's Black. Then there's Patrick Williams. And it's Cornette in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Mark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, and I did. They wore me out too, Bart. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys in that. Kelly Tripucka. Woo! Yeah, don't make my head spin.
Here's Jerome. Scoreless thus far. Collins, good. Collins has got the lead up to 3 now for Dallas.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Morant outside. Here's Collier. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
To the inside, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Here's Jerome. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Pass to Grimes. Collins a screen on Morant. Here's Grimes. Guarded by Morant. Grimes with the bucket. Grimes has got 7.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
You know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
Shoot 2.
The free throw drops for Collier. Clark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work. That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
And he drives in. Yep, that one goes in there.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Pacers trail by 3. Here's Collier. He has 6. Collins grabs the miss. Jaquez outside. Pass to Jerome. Let's go. And he gets the jumper to drop. And now a 5-point Maverick lead.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Here's Sexton. Got it. Good job in the low post. Sexton's got 8 points.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
Collins a screen on Morant. It's deflected. Collins good.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Pass to Sharp. Morant outside. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Davis is checked in for Dallas. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. 5th, the Mavericks.
The teams they've faced over the last 10 have to be wondering how long this brutal defense is going to last. There's no let-up in these teams. They play with tenacity throughout.
Jaquez with a wide-open look. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Jaquez has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Black kicks to Sexton. Sharp sets the pick for Sexton. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Boy, that time saw daylight and took advantage.
Pass to Jerome. Back to Fox. Here's Jerome, defended by Sexton.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Clock is at 3. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Fox, no good.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Out to the right wing. Davis against Williamson. Here's Kamare. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And it's Sharp missing. Dallas leading by 4. A pass to Fox. Jaquez outside. Here's Jerome. Covered by Williamson. Fox. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Sexton. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Back to Fox. Nice move. And it's Fox with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
First one falls for.
With so many great point guards in this league, sometimes a guy like De'Aaron Fox can be overlooked, but when he's on, no one can stay in front of that man.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Now Williamson. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Dallas heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Jason Kidd. Jason, how do you feel about your team's performance?
I feel great. You know, we're sharing the ball, we're making the extra pass, but we're attacking the paint. And if we can continue to do that, puts us in a good seat.
Jason, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And thank you for joining us. As with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good.
I love their game plan. Work the rock inside until someone stops it.
It's a simple, direct strategy, Shaq. And when you can pull it off.
And now that we have some time, let's see how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
You can almost taste All-Star Weekend, the celebrations on and off the court. Shaq, you know all about that. Let me hear some memories.
It's like Vegas. What you do there stays there.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Here's Morant on the court for the Mavericks. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Grimes in at the 2 spot. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And he makes the first. Well, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Well, Greg, we saw in the 2024 regular season that these Pacers actually led the NBA in assists.
Averaging over 30 assists a game. Now, that's ball movement. These Pacers really trust one another and love to share the load offensively.
Got that one up quick. Sexton's got 11.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Clocks a screen on Sexton. Shot by Grimes. No good. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. A 2-point game. Sexton's shot is good.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere.
Here's Fox. And again, unable to change momentum here. The Pacers shooting 43% from the field. Sharp, the pass to Morant. With the floater. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game. Grimes with the bucket. 10 points for him.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And here's Sexton. He's got 13. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with is infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, Sexton. Greg Collins Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Here are your Indiana Pacers.
Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Indiana. Right now, they've compiled the 6th best record in the conference.
And seeing where Indiana is, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Fox. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Outside, Sexton. Williamson outside. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Mavericks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Count it, good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Inside. Davis dishes to Fox. Capella sets a screen for Fox. Outside for Davis. From 17 feet out. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist by Davis. Fox has got 12 in the game. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Davis, the pass to Fox. Dallas moving it around. To the paint. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Always among the lead leaders in throwdowns. AD's tough around that rack.
Morant kicks to Williamson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Davis.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
That free throw good from Williamson.
Well, with his attacking style, Williamson spends a lot of time at the foul line.
Black's checked in for Indiana. No good on the second free throw.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league.
Pass to Sharp. Here's Morant. And the layup's good off the glass. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Your Pacers Breaker Dance crew are bringing the heat. Now at midcourt.
Checked in for Jaime Hawkins. And a quick check now. The NBA's top rebounders. Anthony Davis third.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
At the elbow, Fox. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And for De'Aaron Fox, his 3-point shooting grade has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
And And the first one at the line is good. Fox hits them both. Pacers trail by 5. Sharp with a screen on Fox. Here's Morant. Here's Sharp. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Fox. He's got 14. Pass to Davis. Over Williamson. Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis.
You know, in the past, the contact might have bothered Davis, but now he just plays right through.
Here's Sexton. That one falls. Sexton's got 17 now.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. Time out the force of that dunk by Capella. Wow.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Indiana making some changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Sharp. And it's Collier in for Morant. Pacers trail by 5. Here's Black. Still without a basket. Sexton for 3. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Jerome passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
How about the force from Clint Capella? When he's got good position inside, he's throwing it down.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Black kicks to Sexton. 1:52 left to play in the third. To the inside. It's stolen by Capella. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Grimes, defended by Sexton. Outside, Fox. Can't nail the jumper. And so, Sexton will bring it up for Indiana. They trail by 7. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
5th in opponent field goal percentage. And they are in the top 10 in their ability to get on the glass. They have athletes willing to do the dirty work.
You pointed out their top 3 ranking in points allowed. Opponents have to match their effort on defense because they know their own points are going to be hard to come by. Free throw good, Sexton.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
And the Mavericks making a change here. And Sexton drops them both.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Outside Collins. Here's Dick. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You never want to foul a jump shooter. Dick certainly qualifies as one.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
The Pacers making a switch here. Boston's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
Back to Black. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got his 5th assist in this one.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Jerome passes to Collins. Knocks down the 3-ball. Collins has got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Here's Boston. He has yet to score from downtown. Drills the three-pointer.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Here's Jerome. Six on the shot clock. From about 19 feet, that shot no good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 5. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Keep working the game, possession by possession. Keep doing everything hard. Down there, let's get some stops.
Wow, imploring his guys to lock in, Greg, defensively.
The defensive intensity is going to be critical. The offense will come, but you need the defense to bring effort.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Black. Morant is out there with Collier. Then there's Patrick Williams. And it's Cornette in at center. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Pacers trail by 7. Here's Collier. It's rebounded by Dallas. Fox has got 4 rebounds in this game. Jerome passes to Fox. Here's Jerome. Guarded by Morant. Collins, a screen on Morant. Here's Jerome. Plays it up off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Williams sets a screen for Morant. On target from 13 feet.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Here's Jerome. Collins wide open. He fires. Good on the triple. Collins has got 5 points now this quarter.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Morant.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Here's Jerome. It's good.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
And Morant gets it to go.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Collins, a screen on Morant. And finished off by Collins.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And the rejection by Collins. Here's Collier. Here's Cornette. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Jerome, good.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Morant outside. Pass to Collier. Off target with his three.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Outside, Fox. And he uses the glass on the layup. Fox has got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. Sharp against Capella. Williamson outside. And Davis sends it back.
Got to be careful putting up a shot around Anthony Davis.
Here's Jerome. And Davis gets it to go.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Sharp with a screen on Fox. Morant passes to Sharp. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that mistake.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Mavericks making a switch here. Marquez is checked in. Pass to Davis. Marquez outside. Fox with it. Shoots over Morant. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And it's Morant missing. Mavericks leading by 13. To the middle. Deflects the pass. It's rebounded by Dallas. Jaquez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Inside. From 10 feet out. And he can't bank that one in. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Fox against Sexton. Pass to Davis. Jaquez outside. And here is Capella. Here's Jerome. Shoots over Morant. They grab their own miss. And it's Capella missing. Williamson looking it over. Sexton on the wing. Morant kicks to Sexton. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Outside, Davis. The 10-footer. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 6 assists now in the game. 1:36 left in the 4th. Pass to Kamare. Now here's Morant. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Dallas.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag. And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for De'Aaron Fox.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
And the Mavericks call time here. 51 seconds left to play in the final quarter. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. The Mavericks also with a sub. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Ty Jerome. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hawkins. Outside, Fox. Off target from three-point range. And here's Indiana. It's a 13-point game. Austin the pass to Collier. Indiana moving it around. And Capella sends it back.
This is the real strength of Capella's game now. Outstanding at using his length and athleticism to block shots.
Hawkins right side. Pass to Davis. The kick out to Fox. No good on the three. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.